Just a few things here about some cordless drills. A few tips, a few tricks, a few things that students should know for our class in the wood shop here at Peru High School. First of all, with a cordless drill, we want to make sure that it looks like it's safe. There's no really obvious cracks or breaks. You might pull the trigger a little bit and make sure that it's all working okay. But there's some critical things that you need to be aware of. On our drills up here at the top, there's a switch between low and high. Right here by the main trigger is reverse and forward. And then on the front here is a clutch, and that is how much power, how much torque do you have. So those are all important things that you need to be aware of while you are using the drill. The first thing you need to really make sure you know a little bit about is when you're actually going to drill. These have cordless or keyless chucks. Okay? So to put a bit in, you're just going to insert it, make sure it's on forward, hold the front part of the nose here, and hold while you're pulling the trigger. That will tighten it. Now it is set. Same thing with a drill bit. This one happens to be a Phillips. I'm going to put it in there. Hold that front nose part, pull the trigger. To get it back out, I put it on reverse. Same thing. Hold that front part and it should slide in and out. Now let's talk a little bit about setting the speed. For putting in screw bits, I'm going to tighten this down just like I showed you a moment ago. If I'm going to put in a screw, I want to use the lower setting. I'm going to use the number 1. Okay? It's going to give us the most power to put the screw in, not snap the screw off. It's not going to split my wood out, but the whole idea is to make sure that we're putting it in and not stripping the screw head. So when I'm putting in a screw here, I'm going to have it on low. I'm probably not going to hit it full bore. I'm going to hit it probably in short bursts. That way I can control what's going on. On the other hand, if I'm going to actually drill a hole, I have about a 5/16 drill bit here. I'm going to load it up in the chuck. Now I'm going to switch it to the higher setting. Here I'm going to drill. I want to drill most of the time in this class. We're going to be drilling on high most of the time. Okay, so that's some speed things. That's how to set the bits into there. Let's just talk a little bit about the clutch that I mentioned a moment ago. Okay, I got it on the high. I want to set it back down to low because I have the screw bit in. Now, what if I don't want that screw to go all the way in? I don't want to split my wood. I can set the clutch down that as I'm going, and when it hits a certain point, a certain amount of pressure will automatically stop. So that's a real nice feature. I can increase or decrease that amount of torque. I can set it all the way up to drill. There, it's going to keep going as much power as what the drill can provide. So just to review real quick, a few things in this short video. Talked a little bit about forward and reverse. Talked about setting the speed depending on whether I'm drilling or if I am putting in a screw, and talked a little bit about the torque.